Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called House Flipping is Dead. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Do you remember all the house flipping shows that were on cable up until recently? Not anymore. Most of them have disappeared. Why is that? Well, there are a number of reasons. One reason is that the interest rates have skyrocketed and gone completely insane, and this has started eliminating countless buyers. Just because you renovated a beautiful house doesn't mean you'll have buyers lining up to buy it anymore. That used to be the case, but it's not anymore. And once again, that's because a growing percentage of people can no longer afford the new higher interest rates and higher mortgage payments on a house. Those sky-high rates have closed the doors on the attempts to purchase a home for a lot of people, a disturbing and growing number of people. For a lot of them, it means that if you were able to purchase a $500,000 home before the rates skyrocketed, now that they have already skyrocketed, you're lucky if you can get a $250,000 home. Next, you have the growing population of people who can no longer afford the down payment. The down payments are just out of reach for a lot of people. Also, the number of home flippers exiting the business is increasing. All it takes is renovating one house, trying to flip one house, do the repairs, improve it cosmetically and structurally, and then being forced to sell it at a loss because nobody wants it. That's enough to put you out of business. It'll ruin your desire to continue to be a home flipper. The profits aren't there anymore. People doing this, they're done. It's over. The payoffs are gone. So what will all these home flippers do? Well, they're not going to be real estate agents, that's for sure. A recent billion-dollar lawsuit settlement has taken the wind out of being an agent, a real estate agent. That's because the courts don't believe that homeowners should have to surrender 5% of the value of their home just to get an agent to sell it for them. They don't think that's just. They think that's a display of incredible greed. The courts just believe that they're asking too much for too little. We now appear to be entering an era of major cost reductions when it comes to home commission sales. And if that wasn't bad enough, then there is the entire Airbnb fiasco. The Airbnb and short-term rental business is in a death spiral. It's almost painful to watch all the video testimonials on social media of people complaining about how they can't rent their Airbnb properties anymore. A lot of people will have to rent their homes for 12 months or lease them at a time just when they're becoming really difficult to lease or rent. So what are the other options that people are being confronted with? Well, we don't give investment advice. We just monitor what the ultra wealthy are doing, the insiders, the top of the food chain. One of the things that they're seeing growth in now is litigation financing. This is where third parties participate in litigation funding. If you see somebody who you think has a strong case, then you can invest in it, help them fund the litigation of that case. This allows plaintiffs, investors, and attorneys to fund litigation expenses in exchange for a hope of sharing in the profits that any losses may gain down the road. Now, is litigation funding profitable? Well, depending on how the deal is structured, it can be very lucrative, but there's also a lot of risk. That's because you get nothing if your case ends up losing, nothing at all. Litigation finance is a non-recourse investment, which means that if your case loses, you walk away with empty pockets. You get nothing. That's just how brutal it can be. The only way to make money is if you win, period. End of sentence. What about waiting until real estate prices completely collapse? Well, that's what people did in 2008 when home prices dropped by 80%. That means people were trying to sell their homes for 20 cents on the dollar and they were being unsuccessful. But then when the prices hit rock bottom, that's when everybody jumped back in at a furious pace. But the window of opportunity started closing really quickly when they hit rock bottom. That's because when all the buyers jumped back in, the price of homes started to skyrocket really quickly. So if you weren't ready to move back in to the market quickly, then you were probably just out of luck because the opportunities got snatched up and taken up by people who moved more quickly than you did with their resources. So what will happen to the real estate market in general? A lot of people think that the prices will collapse. Real estate agents will make much less money than they have in the past. A lot of jobs for builders and contractors and developers will slow down or just disappear. Rents for apartments will continue to rise. REITs, also known as real estate investment trusts, they will also have a very uncertain future. Mortgage companies will continue to struggle or collapse, just like they did in 2008 and like they're already doing. This is all very shaky and uncertain. Here's the really scary part. The real estate industry comprises 17% of the economy, so if it tanks, then a lot of people are going to be hurt very badly. People and companies and organizations, a lot of them are going to be wiped out. So what are people doing? Well, a lot of them are getting out of real estate as quickly as possible. They're trying to sell their homes, and they're looking for other business opportunities to get into. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on your social media to help get the word out. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.